here right next to me we have Peter Millark. We are going to, our editor that we pay tons of money to is gonna put here the name.
She likes making more work for me.
I don't know anything about it. I have never been there, never seen it. We wanted to go and have a small trip because of Dalen's birthday. It's kind of like when you buy like an Xbox for your 2-year-old and well, you know, you can't use it, so we'll use it, right? We were kind of tired of the cold and we really wanted to see like a beach, just relax a weekend, you know, away from the city and from work and, you know, all the stress.
I like this contraption Daisy made. Yes, we had cabin fever. Have you ever heard that? It means like kind of got sick of your house and you wanted to get out. And yeah, basically we're just like, okay, what's near us? You know, we've been to McAllen several times now in the past little while, and so we're like, okay, not McAllen. So we basically just saw that Galveston is about 4.5 hour drive. Dalen just always does so good on road trips that it's just like a no-brainer. He'll be fine. And I did forget my swimming trunks.
Houston, we got a problem.
Dalen gets carsick very easily, and he has thrown up twice now, hence he has a bib now that we stopped at Walmart and got him a bib because we're running out of extra clothes to give him, and we ran out of like things to clean, so we had to stop and get some supplies. But he's doing a lot better now. He is sleeping. We did give him some kids Dramamine just to help him, you know, be okay with this long road trip. Tons of traffic. We're not set to get there till about 6 tonight. Despite the traffic, we did make it. The plan is to get a good night's sleep, and then tomorrow pretty much as soon as we wake up, we'll have breakfast and then head to the beach. Good morning, guys, from Alvin, Texas. If you haven't heard of Alvin, Texas, neither have we. But it's a little southeast of Houston. Yeah, I spent the night here, just about 30 minutes away from Galveston Beach. A little chilly this morning. Luckily I had a hoodie with me, but I'm just walking over for some supplies at the CVS, and then we're gonna get going. Dalen did wake up at 6:30 this morning. Can't blame him. You know, he's out of his element. He had kind of a rough day yesterday in the car. You want to push the button? Look. Can you push the button? Going to the beach in February, right after that crazy cold weather that hit half the country, was just what we needed. The crowds were minimal, the parking options were plentiful, the air crisp and salty. It did take Dalen a few minutes to get used to the sand and the water, but then he remembered his tried and true throw stuff in the water game, and he was hooked and did not want to go. It was honestly a perfect day at the coast, but it didn't end there. In just a few minutes, we'd stumble on something that took it even to another level. So we randomly stumbled onto a Mardi Gras parade that's happening here on the main front street of Galveston, right by the beach. And so we just like started noticing like a bunch of people like dressed up and have like, you know, beads and the mask faces, all the Mardi Gras stuff. So we're just waiting for a minute for the parade to pass by, and then we'll keep going. But he's got these for us. Even Dalen's got one. Mardi Gras means Fat Tuesday in French. It marks the final day of celebration before the season of Lent begins in the Christian calendar. Traditionally a time of fasting and reflection. The roots go back to medieval Europe, but here in America it took on a life of its own in Louisiana and along the Gulf Coast. Galveston has been celebrating Mardi Gras since the 1800s. For a while it disappeared after a devastating hurricane in 1900, but the tradition did return, and today it's one of the largest Mardi Gras celebrations in Texas. One of the most recognizable Mardi Gras traditions is the bead throwing. Originally, small trinkets were thrown as tokens of goodwill, a way for parade riders to interact with the community who could themselves participate in this way. The famous Mardi Gras colors do carry meaning. Purple for justice, green for faith, gold for power. And then there's the masks. Carnival masks have a lot of symbolism going on, but above all, they historically signify freedom. A chance to step outside everyday roles and celebrate equally without distinction. For one day, everyone could blend into the same joyful crowd. Something I never knew was that by law, in New Orleans and all of Louisiana, float riders must wear masks to maintain the air of mystery, intrigue, and tradition.
Mira.
Whoa.
Uy! Uy! You almost got me.
You. They're pretty shy. You can see we made out like bandits. We finished watching the parade and headed over to Bubba Gump's Shrimp Company, which I've never eaten at. Neither has Daisy's. We both did get shrimp-related items. You know, when you're by the ocean, you just gotta get seafood.
No, it's like booba. Like, you gotta eat everything with shrimp.
What was the first thing you said?
It's like booba. The friend of Forrest Gump.
Yeah.
He was like, I'm just gonna create like shrimp, like meatloaf shrimp, soup of shrimp, or shrimp soup, and
right, all the
so
different things.
everything with shrimp, you know.
Yeah.
Balance.
I guess that makes sense, yes. Parade that we went to was so fun. We feel really lucky that we just stumbled upon it. It was amazing. And tomorrow we're gonna drive the 30 minutes and go back to Galveston, go to the Moody Gardens Aquarium. Very excited for that. It looks awesome.